I'm going to call you Genghis Shingles Ringer, and the planet
Hey, yo, whoa. You can't say that word. That's offensive in their country. Well, then again, they can't be offended if they're dead, right? For democracy!
Hi, I'm Mari. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope this video makes today just a little bit better.
So we are going to be watching Helldivers 2 review, Triple the Defense Budget Starship Bloopers by Max0r. This will be very interesting. I think I played Helldivers like once with a couple of my mods, so I don't exactly know how in depth Max0r's gonna get in this. I can only imagine, so I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. For Earth! That's the thing, right? God, it's been a long time since I've done anything with this game.
contains many certifiable thought crimes. Helldivers 2 is an amazing co-op shooter that plays exactly like No Man's Sky. Except
really?
instead of exploring the cosmos, you die horribly in the Somme. Every copy of Helldivers 2 is personalized.
Yeah.
Joel wanted me to fight 10,000 fire ants. In a universe where humanity is beset on all sides by curious wildlife and the actual Terminators, Super Earth, the galaxy's last and only bastion of managed democracy, sends its
That's right. I forgot, dude. The actual like the beginning of this game is insane. It's insane.
finest men, women, and children over 7 to liberate
True. No, that's actually true. They'll take anyone. Like honestly, if you're old enough to hold a gun, you're ready to run.
and spread freedom to the most
democracy!
horrifying hellscapes known to man, where war crimes are not only justified, but are necessary.
encouraged.
We
Oh.
play as the Helldivers, humanity's finest in
Hell
emancipation
yeah.
and friendly fire incidents. But there's no need to worry about that last one because we are incredibly expendable.
Yup.
All across the galaxy, Liberty's enemies march ever closer. But through the power of teamwork, friendship, and 500-kilogram bombs, we will fight for freedom, for democracy,
Democracy!
and most importantly, because it's really funny. Dudes
Yeah.
be like, Helldivers 2 is military propaganda. My brother in Christ. It worked. Triple the defense budget. The first thing you'll notice upon entering the SES Judge of Judgment is the incredibly stupid name. And yes, you are able to name it other things using the Wizard 101 naming scheme.
What is Wizard 101? Does anyone know what that game is?
Things like the Pride of Pride, Star of the Stars, Patriot of Patriotism, and my personal favorite, the Founding Father of Family Values, because this game has a lot of violence in movies.
Hey, yo!
Here you see me depicted as the Soy Wojak. The second thing you'll notice upon entering the bridge is the ongoing galactic war, and that we are currently losing the galactic war, which is why we need to suit up with exactly 3 of our friends and choose which planet is in vital need of the democratic process.
Oh, God.
If you don't have any friends, then I hope you can speak good Mandarin. I think I did something to make him mad. But to win the galactic war,
You can fit a hell bomb on a cat? Oh, guys. We should play Helldivers.
we must first understand the galactic war. We can ill afford another Malevolon Creek, which is why I'm going to go over each of the 2 fronts that are currently reducing us to smears across the galaxy. And I'm going to do it at difficulty 7 or above, which is coincidentally the perfect enlistment age. On the
Oh my God! Wait, that's actually funny. I didn't even think about that.
left-hand side of the political spectrum, we have the Automaton Front, an enemy focusing on range tactics, heavy armor in slight excess, and an
Dude.
extremely high amount of explosive ordnance. Oh, I'm out of here, guys, later.
Dude.
If that sounds a little bit intimidating, then don't worry. I haven't even gotten to the horde of angry chainsaws yet. Chainsaw Man reference goes in the video here. But
Yo.
talking about the Automaton Front is never complete without talking about the Creek, or as it is known by our honored veterans, Space Vietnam.
Space Vietnam.
This goddamn planet has been single-handedly responsible for most of our casualties.
Oh, man. Dude, I remember, what's it called? The one time that I played this with my mods. I was just running around just doing like, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was doing. I think I was just existing. I remember. That's right. I kept throwing. I kept throwing these like sticky like bomb like grenade thingies on the ground, and Wubs like kept stepping on them, and like Raven kept stepping on them, and I kept killing my mods like by accident because of the friendly fire that you could get in this game. It's because I was like, guys, I'm helping. The enemies are gonna step on this and explode. When in reality, no, it was just them. Nope. She played when the gunships were introduced. She was a nightmare. Yeah, I was definitely a nightmare. And I'd do it again.
My leg! Is this SpongeBob? And that is genuinely impressive considering that 10 million men have already died in the Battle of the Madagascar Lemur.
Nice.
Those are considered rookie numbers, and we're already outpacing the Taiping Rebellion. In fact, every single military operation we conduct is in some way related to Malevelon Creek. And personally, I don't really see what all the hype is about. After all, it's just one planet. How important could one planet possibly be?
I am a human supremacist! I am a human supremacist! Our supremacy will not end on this planet!
For democracy!
We will go interdimensional. We will unlock the secrets of the universe. God has laid them out like Christmas presents for his children.
Yes, he
Bootcamp's got
did.
weird recently. Malevelon Creek, and by extension, the rest of the front, is essentially an exercise in how much PTSD one man can possibly get. Their firepower is so overwhelming, so absolutely constant, that describing it as an endless retreat where you accidentally accomplish all of your objectives would be very generous, as it implies that I do the objectives. This can occasionally push you into what we call unfortunate tactical positions, at which point your main options for survival are going to be watching your slower friends get burned to death in the main
That was me. I definitely watched them do that. And I do it again.
I will never unhear that scream. So yes, this planet may be what economists call bad use of our human capital. But after dealing with several days of what I can only describe as angry forklift decommissioning, oh shit, this motherfucker's not OSHA certified. You really need a step ladder for that, sir. Okay, call me crazy, but I think there's a turret around this corner, guys. I hate the creek. I can save.
I'm sorry, wait. Did that say he was killed by BDSM gaming? Hold on.
But I think there's a turret around this corner, guys.
BDSM gaming. I cannot, dude. That's funny.
I hate the creek. I can safely say that the attachment has become personal. And honestly, I just want to see how many bodies one planet can hold.
Hey, yo.
We lost Vietnam. We lost Afghanistan.
Hey,
and
yo.
yes, we definitely lost America.
Oh!
So goddammit, I am not going to lose this to ones and zeros. God gave this galaxy to a non-binary species, and service guarantees gender affirmation. Fun facts about the bot front. Number 10, man urinates on fellow passenger for not being allowed to smoke. Number 9, if you happen to make the mistake of fighting here, you're quickly going to realize that most of our forces are Chinese. Each
I love democracy.
one taking glorious revenge against the steel plants they work in. Very auspicious behavior. And conversely, we Guilo have been sent by our barbarian prince to fight the hordes of angry roaches.
Oh my god.
For it is the God-given right of the defense lobby to remind the bugs that it is man who is made in God's image.
Yes.
Really can't wait to die on legally distinct Clendathu. The Terminid front, sorry, the Terminid population problem is a wide assortment of increasingly horrifying demons, each one abandoned by their creators in completely different ways. My guy's got a bad case of the rigor mortis. We've got small bugs, big bugs, immortal bugs, bugs that function as artillery, and of course, the bugs that stalk you at night. Thankfully for us though, Napalm is an equal opportunity employer, and a lot of positions are open.
Dude, Max0r is constantly T-posing for dominance, dude. I want to do that. I wanted to. Oh, the wrong child. Oh, I didn't mean to. You didn't see that, right?
Right now. That is to say, once you start fighting the bugs, you do not stop for
become the
about
bugs.
40 minutes or so.
Dude, I hate
because,
those bugs.
They just spawned a battalion from the ground like the goddamn Viet Cong for the 3rd time in a row. And I do not have enough range for this shit. Good fucking throw, dude.
I'm so sorry, but bro, when I saw that, I was like, oh. Oh, I know what's supposed to happen next. For democracy.
Just want to walk to the McDonald's, guys. I'm just a level 1 goblin. It's literally my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy.
A birthday boy.
And do you want to know?
It's your birthday? Oh, it's your birthday? Oh, Tanjobi omedetou gozaimasu. What the hell? What? Did I just say a slur? Omedetou gozaimasu. Omedetou gozaimasu.
You know the worst part about this war? We don't really know how they move between planets. And I don't think they have what you would call a plan. Rather, the Terminids simply appear in places they wish to eviscerate. Kind of like a Whole Foods. So, you can imagine my shock when I learned that those white were trying to gentrify the moon. They are ruining the amazing local culture of, California. I hope it's becoming obvious that fighting these things under normal circumstances is what we call, same-day shipping to God.
Or, you know, domestication, depending on your look at it. Oh, wait, yo, it's getting bright in here.
What the fuck? Fortunately for us, though, we have access to a wide variety of unique and hilarious tools, which are only accessible via inputting a series of hand signs, informally known as airstrike jutsu.
Hey, yo.
Whether it's big airstrikes, bigger airstrikes, biggest airstrike the engine can sustain, or airstrikes that specialize in killing everything except the enemy, there are so many bad guys with so much damage to be done that the most challenging part is keeping your team out of the blast radius.
Yep.
I got 500 kilogram ready.
What have you done? And yes, you do have to throw them, which means you can drop them, throw the wrong asset, and even attach them to enemies that are running into you. My personal favorite combination is definitely the napalm and chlorine gas, for when you really...
Napalm. Napalm.
really want your enemies to feel pain. Inside and out. We also offer a gluten-free variety.
Nice.
Now, of course, airstrikes aren't the only thing we can deliver. Just most of them. Because here at the Defense Department, we take care to provide... To provide...
Democracy?
Why can't I say words? A wide array of support tools. And by support tools, I mean the machine gun, which are crucial and necessary for fighting, literally anything. We've got flamethrowers, jetpacks, automatic lasers that demand human sacrifice, average American police taser with unlimited ammo, automatic targeting, and a vendetta against teammates. For when you really hate everything in a general direction, railguns that encourage you to fire volleys like Napoleonic line infantry. It also has two fire modes called safe mode and unsafe mode. And of course, the giant death robots that randomly explode sometimes. That is the last time I buy a Tesla. My personal favorite strategy involves everyone giving their mechs to the designated disabled man who will proceed.
Dude, I gotta say, after watching like a couple of Max0r videos, this one's probably my favorite one so far. Like, I can just tell how much his editing and like storytelling has improved since like the very first one that I watched. And like, dude, he's really found his like stride, I think. Like, this is peak Max0r.
To stay inside of 6 different wheelchairs for 40 minutes. And as a caveat, we force him to crawl on the ground between mechs for immersion reasons. What else do we have? We have sentry guns in case you really don't want to play the game, as well as a strange amount of primaries that are child safe. Can't wait for the devs to nerf this one and say some shit like, sorry, Helldivers, Command sent us rigatoni instead of railgun shells. Now, in this kind of environment with this many fireworks, casualties are not just expected. They are required.
They are required. Oh my gosh. This is peak, dude. Man, I feel like we should play Helldivers again. Let me know in the comments down below if we should play Helldivers again. This was a fun game. Also, Kimono, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for sharing us some history with all of us tonight. That was really cool of you, man. No, get back to work. I have things for you to edit. I'm just kidding. Get some sleep, man. We'll talk later.
Don't really get to 12 million by being an easy game, which is why, upon the occurrence of my teammate's tragic passing, I will gain the ability to replace my friends with a legally distinct Helldiver, ready to fight and die for the worst planets you have ever seen. Like
For
my brother in Christ,
democracy!
you are fighting over the Arizona iced tea world. Missions in this game are usually comprised of exploring new and fantastic worlds, and then building a Walmart supercenter on them. Local residents be damned. To that end, we have a great diversity of missions, like geological surveys, rescuing civilians who move their heads like confused avians,
He's like a chicken.
spreading industrial amounts of carcinogenic gas, and launching the nuclear missile. We did it, Patrick. We saved a
did it.
Stardew, along with a myriad of side objectives, which usually boil down to killing everything that moves, and occasionally loading a gun that will do it for you. We don't really talk about the eradicate missions because they tend to play themselves, all in service to liberate a planet by an astounding 0.0003%. This isn't a charity, all right?
Oh.
Reach 100% liberation and lose all of it the very next day. I am currently reporting to you from the 5th Siege of Hellmire. Planets in Helldivers also have a unique blend of beautiful environments, like the Heaven planet, where it is
yes.
impossible to escape God's light. The constant meteor storm planet, where it is illegal to stand still. The fire tornado planet. The weird animal planet. I'm going to call you Genghis Shingles Ringer. And the planet that...
Hey, yo, whoa. You can't say that word. That's offensive in their country. Well, then again, they can't be offended if they're dead, right? I got you, Max0r. I understand you, man.
before it was removed from the game, randomized your airstrikes, which made the process of calling a resupply much more interesting.
Oh, God.
Please put this back in the game. Look, Helldivers is a game that gives you a lot of tools, and a lot of places to use them. So honestly, the task of describing it all to you is, not my job. The developers are literally adding things faster than I can show them to you.
Really?
I
Oh, that's
began
right.
making this video before Mex existed.
Wait, so, like, are they still doing updates on this game? Like, do people still play this?
So inevitably, when the day comes that Arrowhead adds the secret third faction that we don't legally know anything about, I guess I'll be making a video about it. As long as this one gets views.
Nice.
Overall, Helldivers 2 is an absolute chaotic mess, where every mission begins and ends with the assumption that we are not going to make it, and yet somehow, some
make
way,
it.
I still find a way to disappoint my friends. Some may consider it
me.
difficult, while others may consider it bullshit. But personally, surviving against all odds in the face of complete, absolute absurdity is a big reason that I still love this game, no matter how many game-breaking bugs they introduce. Sorry, Helldivers. This gun's accuracy rating is so high that it causes integer overflow. And with the Galactic War still ongoing, our story of spreading managed democracy has only just begun.
Democracy!
We have the ships. We have the weapons. We need soldiers. Soldiers like the angry Chinese guy. Service guarantees affordable healthcare. They'll keep fighting, and they'll win. As long as the bug front plays the game today. On a more personal note, the Ministry of Truth extends its gratitude to all of its very kind patrons, enabling and financing our propaganda on a truly galactic scale. Your money is being put to excellent use, making
Heck
only
yeah.
the funniest and most original content. Anyways, time to report to my execution now.
Dude. Oh, man. Is that an Obama photo? Guys, we should play Helldivers. Oh, for democracy!
If you want to see the uncensored versions of these videos, then check out my Patreon where I upload all uncensored content as well as some other videos on there. And let me know what your thoughts were down in the comments below. And there's anything else you'd like to see on this channel because I upload every single day. And with that, thank you so much for watching. And remember, everything reminds you of something. Bye!